Hey guys, what's poppin'? It's Foxitor. I need to be a little bit quiet because I think everyone in the house is asleep at the moment. But I'm doing the team builder for week 4 of the Insane Draft League against Goosealmighty and the Pittsburgh Pachurisu, which is a very nice team name in my opinion. So I'm going to run through his team, then I'm going to run through the team I'm bringing, and then we're going to get into the battle for this week. So starting off, Zero Aura, I think might be the fastest one after Shedinja in the format. Really scary, has like solid attack and special attack stats, so it can be run both ways. And on his team with the support of Pinkerton, can actually hurt like a lot. So of course it has the Volt Absorber as well, so electric moves will deal no damage at all. So very, very scary threat in my opinion. Then we have Holucha, a really good unburdened sweeper, and as you can see, he has Pinkerton on the team, so he can run the Electric Seed and like double its speed, which is like 118 base already, which is insane. It has a 92 attack stat, which isn't amazing, but if he gets a Sword Stance up and has the Unburden popped, it's like one of the most potent sweepers, I think. So really scary threat in Holucha. He then has Whimsicott, which is a mon I really wanted to draft for my team, but it got sniped like right before me, which I was a bit pissed about. Its stats are not that amazing. It has 160 in speed. Like their first 3 mons on his team has like all have like above 100 speed, which is just insane. But it's really used for setting like Tailwind and Leech Seed and anchoring your foes into like a setup move. So it's really handy for those kind of stuff. I think it also gets T-Wave. It might get T-Wave. Let's search that up real quick. It doesn't get T-Wave. Does it get Toxic? It does get Toxic. So kind of more of a utility mon. You can run it with specs, but its special attack stat is only 77, which is not amazing. So more of a utility mon. We then have Crook, which has like 3 amazing abilities: Intimidate to lower attack, which really hurts my Dracovish. Moxie, if it's like Scarf Moxie, it can just go on a rampage and kill like entire teams. And Anger Point, less useful, but if it gets popped, it's really scary. Its base stats are really good, like 92 speed with 117 attack is definitely very solid. And 80 defense with 95 HP is also not too bad. You could run it bulky, maybe. It can set rocks, and other than that, it gets knockoff, it gets earthquake, the usual. So not too big of a threat, but kind of a nuisance, to be honest. We don't have Galarian Slowbro, which is really slow, but it does have the quick draw ability. Also has Regenerator, but its defensive stats are not as good as the other Slowbro forms, or Slowking for that matter. So more of an offensive mon, I guess. Then 100 special attack and 100 attack are kind of decent. So more offensively run. I think it gets a nasty plot. It does. So this is more of an offensive Slowbro form, but if it doesn't get the quick draw, it just ends up being really slow. So I don't know, not too big of a threat. We then have Jellicent, the most annoying one to deal with for Dracovish, because it gets that Water Absorb, which I'm almost 100% certain he's gonna run. 100 base HP with 105 speed F and 70 defense. So more of a bulky mon. 85 special attack ain't that bad for putting off some Scalds. It gets Strength Sap, it gets Wisp, it gets Scald, and Nightshade. Those are its main forms of like putting out damage. So definitely not too much of an offensive threat, more of a defensive wall, which is really annoying for Dracovish in this matchup. We then have Pinkerton, really slow, but really good for like his Holucha and Zero Aura. 15 base speed, as I said, really slow. 101 attack, which is quite surprisingly high. Also 91 special attack ain't bad, and 95 defense and 85 speed F ain't that bad either, but it has 48 HP. So running it bulky I don't think is a really good option. Other than that, it gets like Rising Voltage, and some other like electric. Like it's not that useful in my opinion, like other than just setting terrain for its other mons. But yeah, that's kind of it for Pincurchin. We then have Trampa, really slow as well, but like an insane special attack stat at 135, and with the Berserk ability, it can even raise its special attack stat by 1 if it gets low on HP. Cloud9 could be useful if I like bring Pelipper, and Sapslipper immunity for like Virizion maybe. So yeah, he could definitely bring that. Mamoswine, a huge threat in my opinion. With a thick fat, it's more resistant to fire, which normally would be a weakness. You can run a Scarf, you can run Stealth Rocks, you can run it AV, it's like EQ and Icicle Crash. It's just a really solid one, like 130 attack with 110 HP, like so, and even 80 speed, so it's decently speedy, quite bulky, and it hits really hard. So Mamoswine overall is just a really big threat. He then has Charizard. Not too big of a threat in my opinion. It's quite fast at 100 base speed. You almost have to run boots on it, otherwise it just takes 50% on coming in. And even offensively, it doesn't put in that much work, so I'm not that worried about Charizard. And he then has Luxray with 120 base attack, and you can run Guts on it with like a Flame Orb. You can even like bring Electric Terrain and then Guts boosted Wild Charges, just dent your team. But like at base 70 speed, and basically being forced to run the Flame Orb, it's not too threatening, but it can definitely put in some work. So that's his team. Let me switch over to my team real quickly. So this is the team I'm bringing for week 4. First of all, Bonk the Marowak with the thick club to hit incredibly hard. EQ, Knockoff, Stone Edge, and Stealth Rock, kind of basic. Stealth Rock really nice against his team. Knockoff to hit like the Jellicent. EQ hits about everything on his team really hard except for the Holucha, which is why I brought Stone Edge. So yeah, Marowak can just put in a lot of work. I think I have 204 speed to outspeed the Trampa if he brings it, and if it's max speed like Jolly or something, or max speed Timid. But I don't think he does that, but just in case, I ran the 204 speed Adamant. I completely forgot to mention, we made 2 transactions. I sent away Ferrothorn and Volcarona because I felt Volcarona was just there to either defog or I never really saw an opportunity to like run it as a setup mon. So I sent those 2 away, and I got Jirachi and Kyurem, which I think both are real threats. Kyurem, of course, weak to the Stealth Rocks as well, but not as much as Volcarona. And Jirachi, I think is a really good mon. I've never played with Jirachi before, but like Body Slam, Iron Head, Para Flinching just sounds awful to play against. So I picked those 2, and I think I'm going to really enjoy them. Jirachi running Choice Scarf with 188 speed to outspeed the Zero Aura if it's not Scarfed, with 252 in attack to just do as much damage as possible with the moves like Iron Head, Zen Headbutt, Body Slam, and Wish. So Iron Head to flinch, Body Slam to para, Zen Headbutt for the Holucha specifically, and like Scarf Wish. If you can get a Scarf Wish off and then switch into another one, you can even heal some team members up. So that is great. Kyurem, quite a basic set. I didn't want to run at specs. I do want to be able to switch moves. So I did Life Orb, Ice Beam, Dracomedia, Freeze Dry, and Roost. Freeze Dry for the Jellicent specifically, and Roost to keep healthy, since I don't have the boots on it, so I do take 25% from rocks. We're running 236 speed Timid to outspeed the Crocodile, I believe, so that's good. Yeah, really solid one in my opinion. So we're bringing Dracofish again, Choice Scarfed, because it is really slow in comparison to his mons. Of course, a strong dart, Fishes Rend, Crunch, Psychic Fangs, and Outrage. I think the only the moves really need are Fishes Rend and Crunch. Crunch for the Jellicent. I think I brought Psychic Fangs for the Holucha maybe, but like Fisher's does more. So I don't like the last two moves. Were not really necessary in my opinion. 244 Scarf to outspeed the Hawlucha if it wasn't scarfed and if it wasn't unburdened yet. Like even Scarf Dracofish has no possibility of outspeeding non-scarfed Zero Aura, so I didn't even EV for that or max speed it. So it's unfortunate that it doesn't outspeed it, but of course Jirachi Scarf does. We're bringing type Null again, really good one, especially defensive. Pressed, Sleep Talk, Toxic, and U-Turn. I think it's almost the exact same set as I brought before once, but it's just such a solid set. I mean, it's such a good special defensive wall. I just love it. And then of course we bring Avalok for the physical bulk on my team. With the heavy duty boots, we don't want to take damage from stealth rocks. Rapid spin to spin the rocks away, recover avalanche and toxic. I think toxic can be a really nice way of dealing damage against the Jellicent, for example. Avalanche just as a means to deal damage, but it isn't really made for it. It just means it's just meant to wall like his physical threats. And that concludes the team. I think it's quite a good team against his team. So we're going to see what it can do, and let's transition over into the battle.
Okay, let's see what he brought. He brought Crook, Zero Aura, Pink Edge, Hawlucha, Jellicent, Luxray. Okay, very electric heavy, so I'm really happy I brought Marowak. I need to make sure it doesn't go down though, because that would be annoying. And Burn and Hawlucha is threatening, but not like not to the point where I think it just sweeps my team. He could lead Zero Aura. What could I counter lead to that? Like Jirachi is faster if the Zero Aura is not scarfed. I could lead Marowak and basically hit everything for really good damage, except for the Crook. Well, the Crook as well. I don't know, I think Marowak might be the shout again. Like, I said that last week and it didn't go so well. But it's gonna be fine this time. So let's do that. Let's grab the calc. Because I do want to make my plays really carefully and make the optimal plays. So let's give it a shot. Can you record kills? Yes, I will, Goose. Okay, he leads the Crook. He might go for rocks. What does the Crook have to hit my Marowak? He has the Intimidate, which is annoying. How much does -1 Marowak do to Crocodile? I'd say it's Garth, but I think it's just rocks. Band would be annoying. -1 Earthquake still does 74%, and he does max 60 to me, or 62 with like an Earthquake. But you might go for rocks, to be honest. Do I want to make the switch into what does it do against Avalok? Physical. It's not even my Avalok. Close combat will hurt, but not too much. And I can immediately spin the rocks away if he doesn't decide to go into the Jellicent, because Jellicent will be able to block my spins. So it does set stealth rocks. That's great. I do want to attempt to spin these away immediately. He does knock off my heavy duty boots, which is annoying, but not too bad if I spin these away. And now, probably not even faster, he's lefties. Okay, that's great. I can try to Toxic this or just go for an Avalanche. I think an Avalanche will be more productive in the long run. Like, I can Toxic this. Okay, so he does withdraw into the Jellicent. Okay, I get to do some damage to this. Not a lot though. How much does Jellicent do to my Avalugg? If that's level 50. What if it's offensive? I don't think it can do a lot against Avalugg, but to be sure, I can just go into Typo real quick, because Typo should be able to eat anything from this and be able to Toxic it in return, which is very nice. We disconnected. Okay, that might be a problem. We'll have to recreate this. I'll be back with you in a second. Okay, we should be back where we left off. I'm a bit rocky helmet. Okay, yeah, we're back where we're supposed to be. I switch into Typo this turn. Have to stay true to my initial place, as I think it's the most optimal play as well. Here we go, Typo in the field. He wisps, he misses, that's unfortunate. Although, like, for my set, it probably won't matter. Let's throw for Toxic on this thing. He still goes for the Wisp, that's fine. I can rest that off as well. If he still goes for Wisp, is that the most he can do? Is that the worst he can do against Typo? Because if so, I might want to stay in. But I don't want to rest already, so I might just go for another Toxic. He Nightshades, but it doesn't affect me. Does he have does he have Strength Tap is the question. I'm just gonna Toxic again. Because preferably I'd like to sleep as late as possible. And I'm really discouraging him though to switch out. And I also don't want to lose Toxic PP, do I can Toxic again, I really don't care. He's losing more than I am. I'm not attack invested, so the Strength Saps will start to do less and less each turn. But he switches into Luxray, which is probably Guts, so that's not a bad move. It's Intimidate, okay, sure thing. I Toxic, how much does Luxray do against Avalugg? But not Guts, he is Intimidate. Let's say no Flame Orb. Did we see an item yet? No yet. Luxray level 50 against Avalugg. Superpower hurts. Do we want to make the switch to Avalugg, or do we want to... We definitely don't want to stay in this case. I don't like to lose Avalugg already. But I don't want any damage on any other mons, so I might have to switch into Avalugg here. Luckily there are no rocks out, because that would have hurt. He Volt switches. Okay, that will hurt, because that's a special attack. That That sucks. It's not too bad though. I've wished on Jirachi, even though it's Scarf, so I can wish into Avalok whenever that's convenient. And depending on whether he switches in a physical attacker or not, I can possibly get off a recover. It'd be nice if he switches in the what's it called again? The Jellicent, because I don't think the Jellicent has a lot to hit me. I don't mind getting burned because he switches in the Zero Aura. Okay, Zero Aura is potentially a problem, since I don't know whether it's physical or whether it's special. Special will hit me really hard. However, physical close combat will as well. So what I might try to do here is sack off Avalok, because I don't have anything that wants to switch into this. And I can go into Jirachi. Oh no, I can go into Marowak after I'm done, after Avalok is sacked, but I don't have anything better to do here than recover, I think. He Aura Sphere, so he is fully special, which is nice because that means Typo is kind of a good switch into this. I think I want to go Marowak here, because Marowak hits like everything super hard. What does Marowak, my set against Zera Aura Special Pivot, level 50. Grass Knot doesn't knock me out, so Marowak is actually a fine play here. You can go into Hawlucha, however the electric terrain is not up, so I'm not too worried about it. But I do have to Earthquake here because I can't really risk not knocking this thing out when I have the chance. He does withdraw into the Jellicent, which is interesting. How much does Earthquake do? Oh, that does a ton. Holy. Good job, Marowak. Well, good job, Typo, I guess, because Typo picked up the KO. Jellicent is removed from the field, which is amazing, because now Dracovish kind of has free play. The only thing that outspeeds is Zero Aura or Unburden Hawlucha. So we do have to watch out that Hawlucha doesn't get in on electric terrain. Like, it's probably something we can't quite prevent. Okay, he does throw in the Pincurchin right now. How much does Pincurchin take? Pincurchin from a Stone Edge, because I suspect him to switch into Hawlucha right now, and Pincurchin can't really do anything to me. So I might just go for the Stone Edge, because that hits the Hawlucha. Because I do think that's the switch he wants to make. He doesn't. That's fine. Ooh, he Liquidations. That's interesting. Okay. That doesn't do enough. Now I am going to go for the Earthquake, because Stone Edge does not knock it out. Yeah, let's go for the... Ooh, I can also go into Dracovish. Does that put me in a better position, though, is the question. I might just want to finish it off with an Earthquake. Remove his train setting ability. Like, I would have liked to stall it out a little more than I did. However, it's fine. Too bad though that I took unnecessary damage on Marowak, because I predicted the Lucha to come in. I still do think the Hawlucha comes in right now. Hawlucha Unburden Sweeper, level 50 against my Marowak. CC knocks me out from this range, even not boosted by... Okay, so he goes into this. It's annoying I lost my physical switch in. but that's okay. Is there anything I really want to switch into this? Not really. Because the thing is, if Marowak goes down, I just switch in Dracovish, and Dracovish probably picks up a KO at that point. So I might just want to go for the Earthquake to get some damage, or I could set up the rocks. But I do think I want to go for an Earthquake. We disconnected again. Be back in a bit, guys. Okay, I think we should be fine. I EQ, I think, because I don't think I switched on the previous run. So I'm at EQ now as well. He knocks. Okay, that's fine. He doesn't kill. Okay, but he does remove my thick club, which is annoying. Because now I'll be doing nothing. Okay. I do think I want to sack Marowak. Especially since that... like, how much turns of terrain does he have left? 2 turns. Ah, yeah, EQ. Goose says, we Gucci now? Yes, we Gucci. So he can do whatever he wants now. Let's see what he does. I want to sack my Marowak because I don't have anything that wants to switch into a knockoff, which he does on the potential switch as well, which I understand. Okay, there's about nothing stopping us from going into Dracovish. Because I think that's the best play I have. Yeah, that's definitely the best play I have because he doesn't have Jellicent anymore. And I outspeed. I should outspeed. Let's Fisher's run here and see whether he sacks the crook or whether he wants to switch into something else to take the damage. Because I think after this the electric terrain should fade, which means Hawlucha doesn't get the unburden boost anymore, which means Dracovish outspeeds the Hawlucha, which is very important. So he does sack the crook here, which is all fine. It means he doesn't get rocks up, means he doesn't get any intimidates anymore, which is all great and fine by me. He goes into Luxray. Okay, is this Luxray scarfed? He still has Intimidate and Luxray. Does -1 Dracovish kill Luxray? Dracovish. My set against Luxray. But level 50. And I'm -1 attack. Fish's Run still has a chance to KO. Do I want to take that chance? Is the question. Or should I switch into Typo? I think he has no chance of killing me, so I might just go for the Fisher's Run. Because plus toxic damage, it definitely takes out. And I still do like... Yeah, I still kill. Okay, so I miscalculated the terrain, by the way. Does he have terrain extender? That'd be fire. How much would I do to Hawlucha if he goes into that now? Level 50. Fisher's Run still does 102 to 121 if I outspeed. Of course, yeah, he goes into Hawlucha right now and he pops the electric seed. Okay, what's my best plan here? Because what do I do if he outspeeds? Let's say his item is nothing, which means, oh, come on, what do I do if he outspeeds? CC Fisher's Run does 61%. I do not want to give him a free Swords Dance, is the thing. I do not want to give him a free Swords Dance at all. So I'm just gonna Fisher's Run again, I think. As he Brave Birds, okay. That shouldn't do too much. Okay, does a lot, but Fisher's Run will do a chunk right now. Okay, that's nice. Predicting the Brave Bird, I might go into Jirachi. Does he not have close combat? I think I want to go into Jirachi to take the Brave Bird a little better. As he Brave Birds again, okay. Jirachi should be able to take anything from close combat does again to the 60s, and I can KO it with Zen Headbutt. He's +1 defense though, should take that into account, but I should be able to KO with Zen Headbutt. So that's what I'm just gonna do then. He will get a hit off on me, and if Zen Headbutt misses, that'll be, he does have close combat. Doesn't KO, or shouldn't KO. Don't miss Jirachi. I was so scared, I thought it missed for a bit. Okay, that's amazing. He can however go freely into Zero Aura now. I can make a switch into type Null though, because I think Jirachi is how we win against the Zero Aura. Yeah, he goes into Zero Aura. That's fine. Jirachi is how we win against this, so I am gonna switch out into Typo. Because Scarf Jirachi, like if his Zero Aura is not Scarfed, I outspeed, I can get off a body slam, I might be able to paralyze it, and if I paralyze it, Dracofish just outspeeds and wins. I also don't think this Zero Aura will like reverse sweep me. That'd be really unfortunate. Okay, so let's see what move he goes for. He goes for Rising Voltage. Okay, that would have been nice in the electric terrain. But against Typo now, it doesn't do too much. He might go for Aura Sphere here, which is all fine by me. I'm gonna rest up. Is he scarfed? Is he locked into Rising Voltage? Because that'll be promising. Okay, let's hope I get a slow U-turn out of here. Let's sleep talk. I hope we can get this done within 2 minutes. That would be absolutely amazing. If not, we might have to... I'm not going to recreate this all again. I have done that twice already. So please get either the Toxic or the U-turn. The U-turn, okay, that's amazing. How much does Kyurem do? Kyurem do QT against Zero Aura. I don't have time to count, but I do want to do this. I don't want to make any rash moves. Special pivot 15. Draco Media kills. And he does seem to be scarfed into this. Otherwise, he would not keep doing Rising Voltage. He would have gone for the Aura Sphere. So if I can hit the Draco, wow, that was a voice crack and a half. I think we secured this this victory. Don't miss your first Draco. I'd be really pissed at you, cutie. Okay, and that does pick it up for us. Okay, that is a 4-0 win, I think, against Goose, or Brady is his real name. So GG to Brady. Did we disconnect right at the end as well? Okay, that's all right though. Okay, GG to Brady. Thanks for playing me. This was a really fun game. Shitty that we had to reconnect or like redo it so many times. But it's all good. We won in the end. Okay, this has been week 4, I think, of the NDL. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week with another game. Peace.